Well, the way to approach feeding 59,000 children who are at risk of not having anything to eat is one at a time. I mean, feeding people is something that I've done for 23 years, and Blessings in a Backpack has added a whole new facet for a lot of reasons. First of all, a woman by the name of Missy Hammerstrom, who worked as in the legal office for one of our board members at Kentucky Harvest, called me and said that she'd seen a story about some kids that were being noticed by their teacher, and they came to school disheveled every week, and they were angry, and you know, they didn't feel good, they had stomach aches. And after a couple of weeks, she realized these kids were coming to school on Mondays and they hadn't had anything to eat over the weekend. And she said to me, "Can't you do something about this?" I think what has happened is this entire scenario has snuck up on the American people. The two biggest responses I get from people are when I tell them that 62% of all children in public education in this country are fed by the government Monday through Friday, and it costs $80 to feed a child for 1 year. When I tell them those two things, they can't get to their wallet fast enough. That's something you can do. You know? That's something you can do. Well, when you give $1 to this organization, you don't break it down. $1 goes directly to the grocery store to feed the kids. We have people who support us administratively because they recognize the importance of the purity of this program. What we did in the beginning is we tried to make it very simple. You know, one child, 38 weeks, which is a standard American school year, $80. But you know, the real heroes in this country are the school teachers and the principals and the family resource people and the parents who come every day and they take care of them, and they comfort them, and they make them feel important somehow. You know, these people are absolutely friggin' heroes in America, and they deserve all the help that anybody can give them. But you know, Blessings in a Backpack is a program of we the people. You know, we don't want the government involved. We're not going to accept government involvement. It's we the people. It's Dwight Howard. In Orlando, it's Hillary Duff. In Los Angeles, it's Miley Cyrus in Hazard, Kentucky. It's Sammy Hagar, who feeds almost 3,000 kids on his own, 10 schools in St. Louis, 5 schools in Hawaii, 1 school in Las Vegas, and 1 school in New York. They care, and this is a pure program. Every dime they give buys food for the children. So, it's we the people. In South Central Los Angeles, you know, when you feed a child, their brain works. When their brain works, they do better in school. When they do better in school, they get an education. When they get an education, they become productive adults. People hear about it and they take the mantle on. You know, and they say, well, listen, we've got 193 kids in our school. Gee, how are we going to do the fundraising, Stan? Well, you know what? To me, that's 193 checks for $80. And that's how they started, $80 at a time.